morning. What is this? Why is this a TLSQ? Jamshid, you took a survey earlier today. I said no more TLSQs. Stop with the TLSQs. Stop it. Don't say it, Akemi. Don't say it. It is the duo of idiots, Ben and Merula. Sorry, Ben, but you kind of are an idiot. Fine, glad you made it. Hagrid, I love you, bud, but I've been having so many quests with you recently. I am bored of you, Hagrid. Stop calling me Hagrid. I've got an idea that I think the three of you can help with. Do Merula and Ben have to be here? Please, why would you bring the duo of idiots with you? And Merula, of all people, who's honestly not even my favorite idiot anymore. Allow me to explain. I take it you're all familiar with Nifflers, the furry creatures that are always searching for shiny things. Yes, you're very familiar with Nifflers. One of my favorite magical creatures. They're even employed by crickets. But to be good at their jobs, those Nifflers need training. Yeah, I know. Oh, Sickleworth. Where is Sickleworth? Jam City came a Sickleworth pack. I miss the baby so much. Oh. You want us to train Nifflers to search for treasure? Yeah, I wanted to try different methods of training and see what works best. Do I look like Rakepick to you? I am the kind of trainer who would spoil it with treats. How did Rakepick train Sickleworth so well? Like, I'd really like to know that, because Sickleworth obviously loved Rakepick. So she must have trained him well, like a good blend of being strict and rewarding Sickleworth. Like, I want to know. Nifflers mean different things to different people. Some love him, others think they're trouble, or worse. I love him. I'm not fond of Nifflers myself, but I'm interested to what you think of Nifflers. They're adorable. I love them. I love them so much. I would let them have all my shiny things. I think Nifflers are adorable. They're one of the cutest magical creatures around. Oh my god, the Irondale Pilferer! That was such a cute side quest. Oh my god, I kind of wish I did the side quest on camera, but like, there were too many of them. I would have gotten annoyed if I did them on camera. I tend to agree, Sahi. Nifflers can be quite affectionate too when you get to know him. I know. With your help, we'll find out the best methods to training Nifflers to search out for specific types of treasure. You can count on us, Hagrid. Great, I'll see about getting everything ready. Huh? Oh. Sahi, I think a Niffler would be perfect for this little assignment. What, Sydney? I get to use Sydney. Oh, she loved that. Oh, I've never gotten to use Sydney. But that begs the question again. Why is this a time-limited side quest? That's bad and I don't like it. Stop with the TLSQs. Jamshri, we hate TLSQs. I interact with a big part of the community, and I think I can speak for all of us when we say we hate TLSQs, especially monthly ones. We're gonna put out TLSQs once every 2 or maybe 3 months, not one every month. Maybe make an actual good story, like spend a lot of time on writing the storyline of a TLSQ and then release it like in 3 months, not one every month. We get so many TLSQs that are completely pointless. The anniversary TLSQ was abysmal. I hated it so much. I'll go to the magical creatures deserve to say hello before we start. What about Merula and Ben? They don't have Nifflers of their own. Well, I see Fang and I see what I assume is a magpie, because they are also good at finding shiny things. Not to worry, I'll ask the ministry to loan us some novice Nifflers that haven't been trained yet. So what's on the board that I assume is a magpie? Then I've got everything sorted and I'll be in touch. I can't wait to get started. I probably read that sentence wrong. I do not care. Before we go any further, let me just apologize to the people who got a whiplash from how this video started with like no intro. I'm trying stuff. I want to just start a video and not give an intro of hello and good morning. So yeah, sorry for that whiplash and how quickly the video started. I'm just trying new things. Tell me in the comments if you're okay with me having no proper intro, and just we'll see and we'll go from there. I need opinions. Anyway, there's Sydney. I love her. She's my little Niffles. No, that's Niffles. This is Sydney. Hello everyone. Hello Sai, there's someone here who wants to say hello. Hello Sydney. Sydney is blue, man. That's Sickleworth. Are you telling me that if this was year 4, we'd get to have Sickleworth? Ben and Merula meet. Blair! I'm sorry, I don't know. How am I supposed to finish this question? There's one of if a Niffler is named Sebastian. Okay, who gets Sebastian? Honestly, who gets him? Which one of the two idiots is getting the newer, more better idiot? Guys, you think Sebastian would make a good Niffler animagus? Is being a Niffler animagus possible? I messed up my eyebrows. Kind of like how Seb lost his. Then when Merula meets Sebastian and Lorelei, you are two novice Nifflers. Choose whichever Nifflers you want. Do your best to get to know him and show him lots of love. I'll take Lorelei, then you can have the other one. You know what? That's probably for the best. Now that you've each got a Niffler, let's get started with the training. There are a few schools of thought when it comes to training, so let's start by discussing different techniques. We do not care about the energy section. What I do care about is Sebastian. Oh, if Sebastian does something right, I'll give him a treat. Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emotional over Sebastian's name. I'm going to lose my mind when I go back to Stardew Valley. I'll train Sebastian with a gentle hand and positive reinforcement. If only Solomon could do that as well. This is too much for me. I'm getting an emotional whiplash. I haven't played Legacy properly since the game ended. I'm sad. I miss the game already. But I don't want to start a new playthrough until the texture issue is solved. I miss the game. I want to play it again. The tricky thing about training Nifflers is getting them to focus. They want to grab every shiny thing they see. The key is getting them to seek out only the treasure you want them to find and then leave everything else alone. Only the treasure you want them to find. What kind of treasure would that be, Hackett? Leprechaun gold. You already said that. Move on. Leprechaun gold, of course. Where did you get leprechaun gold? I'll give each of you a few pieces to use when training your Nifflers. You're just giving us gold to train with? I suppose you'll be wanting it back after we're done? Well, it probably won't come to that, Merula. The thing about leprechaun gold is, whatever, Lorelei and I are going to show you just how effective our approach will be. Merula is going to be strict. That Niffler is going to be absolutely sad. Ben's going to be gentle. That's who Ben is. Ben has Sebastian. Be happy with the guardian for Sebastian that Solomon wasn't. How about that, Ben? Do that and I'll stop considering you an idiot. You're going to take when training your Niffler? Of course, I'll use a firm hand with Lorelei. When she knows who's boss, she's sure to be obedient and sad. That's one way to do it, but it's not the only way. A gentle hand can be just as effective, especially with a creature like a Niffler. What's the difference between a gentle hand and a... The Hogwarts Legacy MC is incredibly stupid. Well, with a gentle hand, there's lots of praise, lots of treats, and lots of love. It focuses on positive reinforcement. If a Niffler does something right, you give it a treat. If it does something wrong, you just move on and hope it gets it right the next time. I like that. That's just naive. If you want a teacher to do something, you need to be firm. Maybe your parents should have been firm with you. Merula's firm hand approach stresses discipline and dominance. It's all about being the boss. Naturally, that's why it's so effective. That's why kids get depressed, Merula. These approaches seem quite different. I go with gentle. That's right. So what do you think, Sai? Which approach to your training and Niffler will you choose? Gentle, of course. I'm a sweetheart. I love Nifflers. I bring Niffles here. But if I keep him near me, he'll just not be visible, so I'll just leave him over there. I think a gentle hand is best when it comes to training a creature like a Niffler. Hopefully that will encourage you to repeat the behaviors I want to reinforce the most. I should have known you choose the soppy approach, Silvers. You can... frick off. I can't swear. I don't want to. Don't complain to me when your Niffler only does what it wants. Well, it's a happy Niffler. Experimenting with different approaches is part of why we're doing this. I'm eager to see just how you do. Just make sure your Niffler knows you love him and everything will be fine. Once I've had the chance to train your Niffler some, I'll be in touch to start the next phase. What are we doing, Hagrid? I don't understand. Thanks, Hagrid. I'll start training Sydney right away. Can't I just assume Sydney's already trained? Okay, so apparently they changed the model of the Niffler you have in the reserve. I know it used to be blue. Now it's just the same as Sickleworth, I guess. It's not Sickleworth. I know it isn't. I want Sickleworth back. Hi, Sarahi. Ben told me about your Niffler training. Hi, Penny. Why is it always you? I'm so bored of you. Good God. Hi, baby. Is that a Niffler? Oh, it's so cute. Its name is Sydney, and I'm going to train it to search for leprechaun gold. That sounds like so much fun. I'd love to help Penny any way I can. Hey, Penny, you could help me by please disappearing and not boring me with your presence. Maybe give room to Barnaby to do something. I have something fun to share too. My gran sent me this necklace. I can't hold it in. The necklace in the bush! Why do you have it? That's cursed! I don't care. A posh necklace like that might be a bit... I'm being petty on purpose. I'm done. I'm done with this game. I hate this game. I'm so done. I'm going to keep my necklace safe in my dorm room for the time being. I don't want to lose a treasure like this. Ha! Okay. How much money are we willing to bet that this is exactly what Sydney's gonna steal? She already wants it. She's dancing. Looks like Sydney is a fan of my necklace too. You might want to hide it well. Well, it is shiny. It's exactly the sort of thing that a Niffler might... That gives me an idea. Benny, how do you feel about using this necklace to train my Niffler? You could literally use any other necklace. Why do you have to use on a sentimental value? I might not care for Penny, but still. Of course I want to help Sarahi. What do you have in mind? I need to train Sydney to search for leprechaun gold but leave other treasures alone? Other treasures? You mean like my necklace? Exactly. I plan to be nice and gentle when it comes to training Sydney. With the necklace and my leprechaun gold, we'll have 2 types of bait to use for Niffler training. Sure, this sounds like fun, as long as I get my necklace back, of course. Sweetie, just supposed to go for the gold, not for the necklace. Oh my god, no, I'm not doing an energy section. I'm not doing it. Yay, good girl. You did it, Sydney. Well done. I think your Niffler is starting to get it, Sarahi. Good girl. Sydney is female in my headcanon, yes. I guess the gentle hand approach really does work. A few treats and little praise can make a big difference. It really seems to understand that choosing the leprechaun gold will mean more treats and more love. I'll keep practicing with Sydney. Thanks for all your help, Penny. You might want to keep that necklace away now. No problem. Good luck in your training, Sarahi. I should check in with Hagrid. He said the next phase of the Niffler training will start soon. Just make sure to get your necklace before you go, Penny. Don't want you to lose it. I might not care for you, but I don't want you to lose something of sentimental value. I mean it. The necklace in the freaking bush, man. So, how did Ben fare with Sebastian? With positive reinforcement and gentle hands, Sebastian and I are doing great. Good. That's what I expected. That's what gentleness is. That's why you shouldn't send Sebastian to Azkaban, people. Be gentle with him. Be gentle with the boy, please. He's been through enough trauma. Oh boy. I'll have you know that training with Lorelei with the firm hand is going exceptionally well. Lorelei is probably very sad. Hi Hagrid. Alright, everyone's here. I trust you have all got some Niffler training in so far. Now it's time for the next bit. I set up a fun challenge to help you with the training. A treasure hunt. Oh, a treasure hunt. Just like real curse breakers. That's cool. That's the idea, Ben, except you'll be hunting for leprechaun gold instead of cursed treasure. I've hid leprechaun gold all over Hogwarts. And to make it interesting, the one who finds the most treasure wins the whole pot of leprechaun gold. Oh, cool. Not to mention the title Greatest Treasure Hunter at Hogwarts. That's not a real title, but cool. Wow, a whole pot of gold. I can hardly believe it. It's all just for fun. The thing about leprechaun gold is... Anyway, I keep getting distracted by mosquitoes. And why does no one let Hagrid finish the sentence about leprechaun gold? What is the thing about leprechaun gold? Sarahi, this is amazing. I think Sebastian and I will do quite well. How do you think your Niffler will fare? Well, I have plot armor, so I'll win. Sydney and I are planning for a victory. The two of us will win for sure. I suppose the game is on. Sebastian and I will give you our best effort. He keeps saying Sebastian. Alright, Ben. May the best Niffler win. And the best trainer. Except Merula. Just between you and me, I hope she doesn't win. She's standing right there, but I hope you're all ready to start the hunt. Because the first place you'll be looking for gold is right here in the garden. So you had bad guess to search it. I did not read that correctly and I do not care. By the way, Jam City, did you do this on purpose? Did you name a Niffler Sebastian on purpose? How dare he? You did it, Sydney. You found the gold. Good girl. Well then, Sarahi, you're off to a great start. Was that the only piece of gold in your garden, Hagrid? Yep, but there's leprechaun gold hidden all over Hogwarts. Then we should get going. I want to win that leprechaun gold. It's just a bit of fun. Don't take this too seriously. Oh, and they're already good. One to Merula and Ben every lesson. I'd better get going too. Looks like the competition is heating up. Hey, Merula, the pizza's here. What is it, Sydney, baby? Do you think there's leprechaun gold hidden in the potions classroom? Come on, let's look around. Not so fast, Silvers. Lorelei and I were here first. If anyone else is gonna find treasure here, it'll be us. May the best treasure hunter find it first. Merula, you can't just stop me from searching for gold here. You're not in charge of the classroom. Here he is. Perhaps not Miss Silvers, but I am. Professor Snape, hi. Don't look at me. Miss Knight has informed me of your little treasure hunt. I will not have my classroom befouled by some childish game. But don't look at me. But Professor, do not interrupt me, Miss Silvers. You stop talking. There was a full stop at the end of your sentence. I have in fact already found the gold that was hidden in this room. Rather clumsily, I might add. So any rooting around you might... What is this sentence? So any rooting around you might do with those insufferable creatures will be a futile exercise. What does this sentence even mean? And I'm good at English. Okay, first of all, do not slander my Niffler baby. Sydney is my friend and definitely not insufferable. I will fight anyone who slanders my baby. I don't care if he takes house points, he probably will. Standing up for your friends, even magical creatures, will do nothing to help your situation, Miss Silvers. Professor, if I may, there must be some way we can convince you to share the gold with Merula and I. Perhaps there is. Madam Pumphrey has informed me that the hospital wing is starting to run low on wicket. Alright, where's the Dittany and Hall clubs? It has been requested that they brew a large batch of Wiganwell potions to bolster their supply. If you and Miss Knight can relieve me of such menial task, I will consider splitting the gold between you. You agree, Professor? You do? We do, Professor. Shut up, Merula. Very well, then I suggest you get to work and I expect these Wiganwell potions to be flawless. Give me the Dittany and the Horklum juice. Miss Knight, your work is flawless as expected. Silver's Wiganwell potions are Shut up, they were perfect. Will you honor our agreement and split the gold between me and Merula, Professor? Very well, I have placed your prize right here. Oh my god, I'm going to break something one of these days trying to get these mosquitoes. 1 coin? How are we supposed to split that? I suppose it can go to only one of you. Professor, this isn't what we agreed. Life is full of disappointments, Miss Silvers. Recall that I didn't say how much gold I found. Perhaps there's another way to settle this, Professor. How about we just let the Nifflers add him and see which one gets it first? Who is this on our Wiganwell potion knowledge? The one who gives the correct answer will win the gold. Very well, Miss Knight. You will have your wish. Here is my question. Okay. When the Wiganwell potion is important for healing many ailments, it also functions as a potent antidote. Tell me, Wiganwell potion acts as an antidote to what harmful substance? It can apparently serve as an antidote to a drought of living death. Huh. I did not know that. I think I know the answer. Wiganwell potion is the antidote to drought of living death. I was just about to say that. You don't have the power of Google, unfortunately. It seems that against all expectations, you are correct, Miss Silvers. Haha, Google Baba. You got the coin. Don't let it go to your head. Thank you, Professor. This isn't over, Silvers. I will win this treasure hunt and prove that I am the greatest treasure hunter at Hogwarts. Greatest witch of Hogwarts. Greatest idiot at Hogwarts, maybe. The coin is awarded and your business here is concluded. Please go away. Now kindly leave my classroom and take those infernal creatures with you. Do not slander the Nifflers. They're adorable. Even Lorelei. The treasure hunt takes a turn when Ben and Merula take things
too far.
It's up to you to protect Hogwarts from Niffler catastrophe. It's always me, isn't it? Ben, what did you and Sebastian do? Guys, do you think Sebastian Sallow would get along with Ben? I think he would. I think Sebastian would really get along with Ben. To be fair, I think he'd get along with Merula as well, but he'd be annoyed with Merula very quickly. So Ben, how are you and Sebastian faring? You're amusingly named Niffler. Never mind. Sahi, good to see you. Come to look for leprechaun gold. Well, you did send an owl saying there was treasure here. You okay, Sydney? You okay? It looks like Sydney agrees with you. Oh, did she smell the gold? Like seriously, someone needs to tell me this. Can Niffler just... I know Nifflers go for anything shiny, but they kind of like smell gold. Can they sense it? They are magical creatures. I wouldn't be surprised if they can just sense shiny things. I found a few pieces so far. I didn't think it would be fair to have them all to myself. Aw, Ben's still a sweetie. You didn't help your you'd help your competition just like that? Well, I wouldn't mind so much if you won the treasure hunt, right? Just as long as Merula loses. The Merula slander. I love it. And it's not as if I'm giving you all the advantage. I thought we could make a game of it. A game? What sort of game? Friendly race. Let's see if you can find the last piece of leprechaun gold in the courtyard. Sebastian and I have built quite a rapport. I want to see how we measure up to you and Sydney. Alright, sounds simple enough. Race it is. But if I win, you'll have to tell me why you want Merula to lose so much. Oh, because she's insufferable. Very good. We can start right now. Come on, Sebastian. Let's go. This is weird to say. A gentle hand and lots of treats have made Sebastian a whole new Niffler. Like seriously, if only Solomon could do the same. Be gentle with your nephew who's in a very awful state of mind. The poor depressed boy, you're just making him worse. And I say this as someone who legitimately supported Solomon once upon a time. But the whole banishment from Feldcroft thing really just made me angry looking back at it. Sydney, you found it. Good job, sweetie. Well done, Sarai. That was close. We nearly died. Thanks, Ben. I have you to thank for this. I wouldn't even be out here if you hadn't invited me. You're very sweet, Ben. Still one of my besties, even though you are an idiot. Tell me what, Sarai. I'll make you an offer. I've recently done something very important about Leprechaun Gold. Is it the same thing that Hagrid keeps wanting to say and you people keep interrupting? If you let me have that coin, I'll tell you the secret of the Leprechaun Gold. Okay. I'm curious. Here. Alright, deal. Take the coin. Whatever the secret is, it sounds important. It is. I talked to Hagrid and he let it slip. Turns out Leprechaun Gold isn't really gold at all. It's an illusion and will disappear eventually. Leprechauns love to play jokes like that on humans. You know what? That's kind of cool. So all the Leprechaun Gold we found on this treasure hunt will just disappear. I'm afraid so, but it does make sense. Otherwise, it would be strange for Hagrid to just hand out gold willy-nilly. I see. Thanks for telling me this, Ben. Now I know why you weren't so concerned about beating me. Yes, but I still don't want Merula to win. Explain why that is. I mean, I know she's insufferable, but I want to hear it from you. If she gets the title of greatest treasure hunter at Hogwarts, you'll never hear the end of it. Yeah, so the reason is that she's insufferable. I suppose not, but remember what Hagrid said. This is all in good fun. Merula just turned it into a competition because she turns everything into a competition and ruins it. The important thing is to train our Nifflers. The treasure hunt is just a way to help us do that. Try telling that to Merula. I know, she just turned this into a competition again, didn't she? Sebastian and I had better get going. There's still plenty of places in Hogwarts we've yet to search. Alright, Sydney and I got to be going as well. Good luck with Sebastian, man. Good luck, Sarai. If how serious Merula is about winning, we're going to need it. Sarai, heck, you won't believe what Merula just did. If she did anything to Lorelei, I'll be so mad. Alright, so what? She has done this before. She has done this once before. What is this memory I'm digging up? She has enlarged Niffler once before. I remember. And we dueled her. And then we shrunk the Niffler back. And Barnaby had a line that said, "This is the best day of my life." When did that happen? Merula, did you not learn your lesson the first time you did this? Is that Sebastian? Oh dear, here we go again. Sarai head, Merula blew up my Niffler. I can see that. Merula, why would you do this? That's so cruel. Well, because it's hilarious for one. You know what else is hilarious? Letting your unbreakable vow kill you. Okay, now that's too far. Dangling you over the edge of a cliff. Can't believe you were using Gorgio on a Niffler for a second time, Merula. I know it. Yes, she's done this before. I just don't remember when it happened. You did the same thing when all those magical creatures got loose around the school a while back. When was it the magical creature side quest? This was such a long time ago. When TLSQs used to be interesting still. And they were a new feature. There was a TLSQ called Magical Creatures Everywhere. It was about magical creatures just everywhere. As the name implies, Hagrid and Kettlebird lost a lot of creatures. Is it that TLSQ? I don't remember. Why not? It was funny then and still funny now. Do you want to get your ass beaten again by me? I will do it. And it will keep you occupied while Lorelei and I find all the treasures. Merula, you're the worst. The worst. Oh, calm down. You can admit this is hilarious. Don't you? No, this isn't funny at all. This is dangerous. You know how much destruction Sebastian can cause right now? You give him a ward and he'll cast a Vada. I could joke about this. With a Niffler this big, it's only a matter of time before somebody gets hurt. Then you and Ben have your work cut out for you. Better deal with Sebastian before he destroys the school. Good luck. This is why Sebastian is now my favorite idiot and not Merula. I'll take care of this. Reducio. Ben, wait. Look how nervous Sebastian is right now. The poor thing is terrified. It doesn't know what to do. If we start throwing spells at him while he's distressed like this, he might run away from us.
Stop, Sebastian. Hold on.
Think how much damage he could do then. Just the fact that this terrified little guy has the name Sebastian is making me feel so much more for him than I would for the typical Niffler. I suppose you're right. We need to get Sebastian to calm down first. Come on, Sarai. Let's use our most calming tone of voice to get Sebastian to relax. Why didn't you stop? I was going after you. All I can think about is the ending of the Avada quest now. Right, then we'll be able to shrink him safely without risking collateral damage. Oh god. Oh, but poor baby, poor Sebastian. Oh. As the baby calmed down here. Sydney, what is it? Sydney, help us get Sebastian to calm down. Imagine if I named the Niffler Sienna. If I had known that that would be the name of the Niffler, I would have done it. Sydney, help us, please. Sydney, I don't think that's a good idea. You're just gonna get him excited. Suppose that's one way to calm down a Niffler. Now's our chance, Rahi. Reduce you. Alright, Sebastian, time to return to your normal size. Reduce you. Reduce you. Reduce you. Yes, thank you. There we go, sweetheart. Thanks, Sydney. Your help was just what we needed. Has Sebastian calmed down? Can we go for In the Shadow of Friendship now? I'm gonna keep talking like that. Aww. He's so happy. Sebastian, are you alright? You two are no fun at all, and you are a filthy cheater. I'll get you for this, Merula. Oh, calm down. It's not like anyone got hurt. Well, you should have gotten hurt.
What will you learn? That your actions have consequences!
That's not the point. Let's see how you like it. Reducio. Oh. Lorelei, where did you go? How does it feel to get a taste of your own medicine? Lorelei? You don't understand. This is bad. What don't we understand, Merula? We just gave you a taste of your own medicine. Lorelei's training has been hit and miss. She behaves well enough when I'm around, but... yeah, because you use the firm hand. And you know what happens to kids with parents who use a firm hand? They run away and sneak behind their back. The second I turn my back, she reverts to her old Niffler ways and steals every shiny thing in sight. I think it might have something to do with the way I trained her. I thought the firm hand approach was flawless up until you actually used it. That hasn't happened with me and my Niffler, but we chose the gentle hand approach. That's because we're better than you, Merula. We chose to train them gently. Sebastian is a happy Niffler with Ben. Sydney is a happy Niffler with me. Are you saying there's a tiny Niffler on the loose that wants to steal every shiny thing it sees? Yes, and it's all your fault. You started it! Everyone calm down, we can figure this out, but first both of you need to take a deep breath. Once you've collected yourself, let's meet in the Great Hall and come with a plan to catch the tiny Niffler. I have no regrets. Merula deserved that. Lorelei did not. I heard there's a ghost stealing shiny things. Objects are moving as if on their own. Good lord. Someone stole Penny's necklace. Oh. Well, yeah, that was gonna happen. Someone stole Penny's necklace. She's heartbroken. Aww. Sorry, Penny. Did you hear? There's a thief on the loose and it's stealing valuables from all over the school. Sorry, Penny. Are we calm and ready to talk about this like adults? I don't see the point of having Ben here since it's Soleil's fault. Well, you started it. My fault? This is all your fault. Perhaps not. Sebastian is completely tuckered out and sleeping. If you hadn't used Gotcha to make Sebastian giant, none of this would have happened. It was just a joke. I knew no one would get hurt. See, the problem is, Merula, that people would have gotten hurt. But now thanks to you, little Lorelei is rampaging around the school stealing everything she sees because your training approach sucked. I even heard Penny's gold necklace was stolen. That's your fault too. Your firm hand training method doesn't work. As if your gentle hand training method was so much better. You couldn't even get giant Sebastian to move because it was scared, you stupid idiot. It's only because he was so worked up about being turned into a giant. My thoughts exactly. I've heard enough out of both of you. None of this is helping us solve the problem at hand. If only, you know what? I am a big fan of the Hogwarts legacy protagonist not shoving ourselves into other people's business. But I have a feeling that if we did shove ourselves into Sebastian and Solomon's business, the whole thing in the catacombs would not have happened. Like, you know how we shoved ourselves into the whole issue between Ismelda and her sister? What was her sister's name? Annalena? Like, if we shoved ourselves into the situation between Sebastian and Solomon, I think we could have prevented the whole Avada quest. Like that. But, well, I really just don't like getting into other people's business. But I think in Legacy it was like kind of a necessity and we didn't do it. In like Mystery it is not a necessity and we do it all the time. Surely, Silvers, you'll agree Ben is at fault. Or did you want to blame me too? I'm petty. Look. Yes, they're both at fault. I am petty. You started this when you blew up Ben's Niffler to a gargantuan size, Merula. Honestly, if I were given the choice, I would have completely blamed Solomon. Like, I don't even blame Sebastian for most of the stuff that happened. I am extremely biased, people. That's right, this was all a friendly competition until you took it too far. We need to get a way to catch Lorelei and get everyone their stuff back. If we put our heads together and discuss the problem, I'm sure we can think of a way out of this mess. If this is going to be an energy section, nope. Alright, it's agreed. We set a trap for Lorelei in the courtyard. We'll pool all of our leprechaun gold and use it as bait. Do we really need to pool all of our gold? Surely a few coins will do. No, it has to be everything. Our shiny bait needs to be more enticing than anything else found at Hogwarts. Oh, fine, but I'm only doing this for Lorelei. Once we set out the gold, we lie and wait for Lorelei to appear. Then we spring the trap. That's right, we'll gush and gouge you and return Lorelei to original size. You can do this, but only if we do it together. Deal? Deal. Yeah, she doesn't like it, but she doesn't like anything, so. Alright, let's go catch a tiny Niffler, the size of a mouse. By the way, I hope everyone remembers how much gold you had because we're splitting it later. There, that's all the leprechaun gold we found so far. If that doesn't attract a tiny Niffler, nothing will. It certainly got Sydney and Sebastian's attention. Sydney, Sebastian? Do not. How is your Niffler so well behaved, Silvers? Well, I love Sydney. I love her. I give her positive reinforcement. I always talk nicely with her, not like you. The two of us have built quite a strong bond. I think that helps us understand one another. This had better work. It took a lot of effort to gather all that gold. But if I can get Lorelei back, it might just be worth it. You know this is all because you chose the wrong training method, right? Copper, if you say one more word, I'm going to shrink you down to the size of a thimble. But I'm right, aren't I? The gentle hand method with positive reinforcement is superior to the firm hand with strict discipline. Agree. Completely agree. I tend to agree. I think the gentle hand method with positive reinforcement is better. I chose to train Sydney with the gentle hand and it's worked out quite well. Exactly, that's precisely why I think the gentle hand is best. You know what I think would be best? Both of you shutting our phones so we can focus on getting Lorelei back. Hey, you know what I think would be best? You shutting up. You set out the bait, all we need to do is lay low and wait for Lorelei to appear. Oh, hello. Hi. The gold coin is moving. It must be Lorelei. Wait, catch her before she escapes. Help me out, Sydney. Let's do this together. Come on, sweetie. She's so cute. Incorgio. Alright, I have to trace it. The tiny Niffler is so cute. It's like a hamster. Yeah, hurry up. Come on. Whoop! Yay! Thanks for the assist, Sydney. Nice shot, Sarai. Everyone's back together and in their proper size. Oh, Sebastian is very happy. Come here, Lorelei. Don't ever run away like that again, alright? Well, so much for the treasure hunt. There's no way to find out who would have been the winner after all this. It would have been me, of course. Merula, shut up. You don't know that. I was finding lots of treasure until you sabotaged this whole thing. You're the one who struck my Niffler and triggered Lorelei's rampage, Copper. Who started it? Merula. Yes, shut up. Stop it, both of you. Haven't you two quarreled enough? I'll be happy to stop just as soon as Merula apologizes. Ridiculous. It's you who should apologize to me, Copper. Merula apologized to Ben. And then Ben will apologize to you. I already told you that I think Merula is to blame. She should be the one to apologize. Merula, when you blew up Ben's Niffler within caught you sabotaged the whole treasure hunt. Not to mention the fact that you endangered the school. Twice. With the same antic. The school would have been fine. It's not as Sebastian would have destroyed the castle. I don't think. You have no idea what Sebastian can do. But if I'll get you to leave this alone. Copper, I'm sorry I blew up your Niffler. Good. Thank you, Merula. I also regret shrinking Lorelei, but only a little. There, now do we feel better? Because we still have much to do. Like what? We found Lorelei and the treasure hunt is all but over. The first thing we need to do is return everything that Lorelei stole. After that, we'll search the rest of Hogwarts for every remaining piece of leprechaun gold. Oh my god! And if you still need to finish their training, after all of us are going to finish this treasure hunt together. Hi Hagrid, is Merula getting a scolding? I don't think she needs any more scolding. But look at that, we found every last bit of leprechaun gold. The treasure hunt got a little complicated, so we decided to just pool our resources and work together. That's good. I was afraid the competition getting too serious. Oh, I did. Merula, you got anything to say? No? Good. I heard about the business, the giant Niffler and the tiny Niffler too. But I'm glad you were able to pull together and make things right. As the gold is already combined, I suppose there's no point in trying to pick a winner. It's too bad. It probably would have been me. Well, remember, training in Nifflers was the whole reason we did all this. If anyone wins, it ought to be the one who did the best job training their Niffler. Let's talk about the different methods you used. What worked, what didn't. Obviously, because I have plot armor, I won, but I think like Ben and I could stand on a tie because he also used a gentle hand approach and Sebastian is very well trained. Take that out of context, Sebastian is very well trained. And like put it in a Hogwarts legacy video and people will be like, huh? What do you mean he's very well trained? He's not a dog. Yeah, no, he's not a dog. He's a Niffler. I thought being a strict disciplinarian when Lorelei would be the perfect way to train her. That could not be farther from the truth. And it seems to work just fine at first, but the second I turned my back, she reverted to her old ways. That's because your training didn't change what a Niffler really wanted because of her underlying behavior. When you were around to correct her, Lorelei behaved well enough. But she still wanted to grab every shiny thing inside. So when you weren't around, that's what she did. Seems that things are different with Sebastian. Ben rewarded him when he found leprechaun gold, but not when he grabbed other shiny things. Eventually, Sebastian wanted to find leprechaun gold more and less interested in other treasures. Perhaps that's why the gentle hand approach that Ben and I used was so effective. Because we're gentle. Yep, the gentle hand approach got to the cause of the Niffler's underlying behavior. Changing a creature's behavior is difficult in any case. I think all of you did an admirable job training a Niffler, except Merula. But there's one of you whose Nifflers listened to its trainer commands when it really counted. I'm talking about Sydney, of course. Yeah, I will love Sydney in this household. She's the MVP here. She helped calm Sebastian down and she helped catch Lorelei. We love Sydney. We stand her. Ah, dancing baby. I love this little dance. If not for Sydney, our Nifflers might have not ever gotten back to their proper size. It's true, Sydney did as I asked when it mattered most. But you chose the soapy gentle hand training method Ben did, so why is your Niffler so different? It's got to be the bond, of course, that I spent the most time building a connection with a Niffler. I spent years feeding that Niffler. Years. And there's nothing more important to working with creatures than the trust between a creature and trainer. Basically, I had a bigger advantage because I've had Sydney for years. Ben and Merula just got their Nifflers. If Ben continues with Sebastian for as long as I did, Sebastian will be just as good as Sydney. That's what I'm saying. For that reason, I hereby declare Srahi to be the greatest Niffler trainer at Hogwarts. What do you think, Srahi? Do you accept the title? Yep! Sydney and I worked hard to earn that title. Then it's yours. You should be proud of the work you've done. Oh, brother. Oh, you shut up. And Sydney, you are the MVP. We love you. So, where's the gold? Is the gold going to disappear? Now, here's the real question. What's going to happen with all that gold? Ah, well, I meant to tell you earlier. The thing about leprechaun gold is it disappears. It's gone. It disappears.
Oh.
What? I meant to tell you, but you rushed off before I could say anything. That's just Merula and Pen, huh? I wanted to thank all of you. Because of your efforts, I've got a good idea on how to train Nifflers.
Yeah.
With a little more time, I think any of these Nifflers would make fine treasure finders for Gringotts or anyone else. Especially yours, Srahi. We love Sydney. Sydney and Sickleworth both go off with Srahi when she's an adult. They both stay with her. In fact, I also headcanon that Sickleworth and Sydney have little baby Nifflers. Still in the Niffler family, it's adorable. I thought for sure we'd win the treasure hunt, but this is pretty good too. Perhaps you could send a Niffler off to Gringotts as a genuine treasure find. No, I want to keep Sydney with me. Don't take her from me. It could join Bill as a respected colleague. No, let Sebastian join Bill. Please. That would be so good. Nope. No, it blows with me. I love her. No, Sydney blows right here with me. I love her. I can't part from her. I love her so much. Then right here is where it'll stay. As for Sebastian and Lorelei, they've got a loving home waiting for him back at the ministry. But you can go visit them whenever you want. You'd better. I'm not letting Lorelei go so easily. Okay, fine. Never mind. Do you think you'll have another treasure hunt? Niffler treasure hunt someday, Hagrid? I hope so, Srahi. I hope so. Just as long as nobody enlarges or shrinks Nifflers anymore. Until then, I'm glad I've got friends like the Lorelei to count on. And we're glad I have a friend like you, Hagrid. But please stop calling us for bored. So, did Penny ever get her necklace back or did we just steal it? So, 1. We just literally stole Penny's necklace that has so much sentimental value to her. We were supposed to give this back and we just kind of stole it and kept it. And 2. The necklace in the bush! So with that, this video is over. Bye everyone. Just bye. Bye, go away. Bye. Show you have better things to do.